And I guess we're live.
Woohoo!
Wow, that was a delayed reaction for a woohoo.
Oh, we're playing today?
We're playing. You.
Oh,
Bah. Your camera's on now. I need to turn on the hilarity. Anyhow, everything's working. Let's see, is the stream live? Double checking. Cool. I don't have an intro screen because, of course I don't. Yes, we get it. You like your stuff. Anyhow, greetings everyone. Welcome to D&D with your Dungeon Master Kotlol, which is me. I am not serious at all. And
no, really?
thank you, White Moon Raven. Anyhow, today we are one person short because they couldn't make it because of family obligations. Also, is that bonsai body spinning a globe?
Possibly.
Anyhow, we are joined by a fabulous group who are here, which is Raz, aka Aeon,
Hello.
Elona, aka Inge,
Hello, everyone.
Veronica, aka Zeal,
Hello, and a kitty just came back in again.
Undecisive Cat, and an Ozzius, aka Moonraven.
Wave.
He just waved. Okay.
Okay.
So, I have to do the recap. So, we are recapping, and the recap goes as follows. After the group recently arrived in the phone noises, apparently.
I don't know why it suddenly decided to make noise.
Yeah, you've arrived at the great city of Lagana, and immediately when you arrived, you headed towards Veronica's house, or well, the house of her husband, who's one of the Viscounts of Lagana, and you have met several of the servants there, and not long after gathering yourselves, you decide to go out and do your research in the city. Veronica went to interview the prime suspect of the case, which turned out to be a roguish fellow by the name of Raz, or his full name, which I'm not going to pronounce here.
Oh.
Erasmus Stormhawk.
There you go. Rasmus Stormhawk. I'm bad at remembering names, so I only have Raz here, so it's like, I'm gonna go with Raz!
I go by Ras.
Who apparently was considered innocent anyway, but he was being kept in place as a possible scapegoat if the real kidnappers turn out to be a bit more troublesome, or they couldn't find enough evidence. However, Veronica, using her Viscount privileges, got him out of the jail to help him with the investigations, considering he had evidence and is a witness to who could be the actual culprit. Or at least a hint. As for the others, well, our pirate friend went to a library to learn more, not magical, but for a military library, and started studying things, where he came across a book where he reads a story from that kind of shook him to the core. He isn't sure what, but he's gonna take a rest and reconsider it. As for the sorcerer and the cleric, they went to the Alchemic Academy Institute, the Neribit Institute to be exact, but just the city branch, and check out their library there. where they've discovered several things. For one, Ozzy has found a nice medical encyclopedia and decided to just go for some pages, see if he can learn more about medicine. Shamefully, it was exhausting to go through. However, Alona found a hint about something she was interesting about, the realm tears, and then found a book about an experiment done by the alchemist Meldrick Talbin, which apparently tore a rift into another realm. It could have been seen as a realm tear, but then again, it could not be. Either way, eventually they took their losses, met with the brother-in-law of Veronica, who they noticed was a hard ass, and were informed of the Royal Investigation Team's findings, and that the suspect might be doing more than they thought they did. And with that, the story continues. So, you all had your rest, because you all took a rest. Unless one of you wanted to sneak out during the night.
Why do you ask that? Just curious, did my newfound companions see fit to lock me in, or...?
Veronica trusts you, so she gave you a nice guest room.
I did, however, make sure to tell the servants to keep an eye on all the valuables.
So you're getting this treatment.
Okay, so being sort of eyed, but not being stopped or restricted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing happens to them.
Okay. You wake up in the morning, refreshed. And Robert also wakes up and instantly starts to he wakes up a bit earlier. Didn't sleep that well, but he's no longer exhausted. And is sitting in the parlor reading the book he found before. Anyway, as for the rest of you, you all also reconvene in the parlor, and you can start planning your day.
Is Richard already awake, or...?
You can ask one of the servants.
Oh my god. God damn it. Sorry. Had something in my eye.
Ah.
I call over one of the servants and ask her if Richard is already awake.
Silver responds, coming to you, and pretty much says that Richard has already left the premises.
Why am I not surprised? Any idea where he went already, so we can split up and search other areas of the city?
He, Sylvie pretty much tries to recall. He said something about... Knight of Purgatory has given us a deluxe charge. Thanks for subscribing.
Thanks, Knight.
5 months. Nice. And a 4-month streak. Woo! So I was like, bleh. Back to my train of thought. Richard went to the more northern districts.
All right. So that leaves us with south, east, or west. All right.
Okay.
It's a good one. Does anyone have anything anywhere specific they want to explore and / search? Because.
Well, then Rob is gonna ask the obvious. That depends on what's in those areas. I guess we've been in the south area mostly, but what about west and east? What are in those directions?
I'm gonna have to do a history check, I'm assuming.
You have advantage because you live here.
Yeah, okay.
You may not know every end perfectly, but you know at least a few things distinctive, so...
That was a horrible roll. That one's better.
14. Well, you've been in the West District, so, the city is, as you know, the city is divided in many different districts. The Western districts are more cultural and densely packed. And this is where mostly people go who want to be more in touch with culture and that kind of thing. The Southern districts is mostly an entry district where some trade is happening. Most of the trade is apparently done in the Northern districts, which is where also the Force district is and the military district.
Mm-hmm.
And the Eastern districts are more low incoming areas. However, one of the big points of contention is the large graveyard and the Temple of the Mother. So it's there is a bit more religious touch on the eastern sections. It's also the most underdeveloped area of the city.
Somehow I'm not surprised. Do I need to repeat all that, or is that enough?
You just say you relay that information, unless you want to say it in your own words.
No thanks. I'll just relay that information to the others.
Alright. Robert. Then, okay. So what does everyone say?
Kind of done with research anyhow. Where do you think is the highest chance I can put something on fire?
Anywhere, really.
You
True.
might not want to do that around the city, because that's a surefire way to get yourself incarcerated.
Ah, surefire way.
Yeah, I know. I did that on purpose.
Good.
Cannot promise you anything.
Oh dear. Robert
I'm
goes,
not getting you out if you get caught.
so, East is very religious. Maybe those cult guys are there. You know, that cult that we heard about that wasn't that dangerous? I want to know more about those guys, so I'm gonna go East.
Alright. I'm gonna go check more in the west area. Considering that's where Raz got caught. I'm gonna see if maybe there's something they missed.
I'll come with you.
All right.
Okay, that's Raz and Veronica going west, Robert going east. Then we have the turtle and the fire elf, as I'm gonna call her now.
I'll join Robert.
You gonna go with
I'll
Robert?
stick with-
Okay, and Oz is you?
Same. Someone has to keep an eye on the pyromaniac.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Okay, so nobody's going south. Okay, taking that then. Alrighty then, I guess that's the plan.
All right.
Uh,
Well,
You
if
get
the three
just...
of you I'll light a smoke signal.
Alrighty then. So, with that said, you all decide to have a lovely breakfast. Get a
Yeah.
bit of energy up. And then head out. Do you relay about the transit systems?
Yeah, that would be a smart idea. So I tell everyone how the transit works and how much it costs.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
That saves on walking.
Yeah. So if you ever get lost, just ask them for the transits, and they usually get you somewhere in where you need to be in a speedy manner, provided you have the coin for it.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, with that said, I guess you all head out and then split off in your own ways.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask everyone, which area do you think, or what kind of thing do you want to actually look for? Like, I know that Robert, for example, wants to find more about the cult, but everyone else has their own goals, so I want to see where you guys end up about-ish with your combined efforts.
This is a good one.
I think for Veronica and Raz it should be obvious, but I'm just checking.
Yeah, was just checking to see if the... What was it, the brother of the Baron again?
Yeah, the brother of the Baron.
The brother of the Baron makes a return visit to there, or if anyone else of his family shows up. Because that's also a possibility, of course, that to keep things... So I'm just gonna keep my eyes out for any nobles that are there that maybe should not be in the area.
So pretty much you're going to the Grand Theater in the west.
Basically, yeah.
With Raz. Okay. I don't think you have to roll for that. You're just gonna be there in like within an hour. With Raz. You do have to pay for the transit, which is... Which day is it again? Let me check.
60 gold.
No. Yeah, that should be 2 silver to get there.
Alright.
That's
Also,
fully combined.
Also, what's with the name in the top left?
The City of Fault. I think a moon did a naughty. So yeah, that's why Veronica and you... I'm gonna move your tokens there. So we're gonna do that. As for Robert, Ozzius, and Alona, are you letting... are you gonna have Robert lead the way, or... Okay. Then I still need to have Robert, despite having a good sense of direction, roll an investigation check to see what he can find. If he can find anywhere to go to the cult. His investigation is... This is so annoying. Oh, +4. +22! Okay.
Yay!
Considering what he knows and what he learns, he's gonna go near the Temple of the Mother to see if there's any cultists trying to convert others to their side. Because if the sister is related to the mother in some way, you might as well. And that will be for you guys. Let's see. That is in total for you guys. That's 3 silver and 2 copper. No, 3 silver, 3 copper. Sorry. So anyone wants to pay that, or are you all gonna pay 1 silver, 1 copper?
I'll pay all of it.
Okay. And then you are gonna go to the Temple of the Mother. There. That's way over there. That's the temple with the water near it. Alrighty then. Who shall we do first? Who wants to go first? Because you're splitting the party.
Flip a coin?
I can roll a D1, T2, I mean. Roll D2. 1 for you, 1 for Veronica and Raz, 2 for our religious seekers.
Okay, so we're starting.
Okay. Alrighty then. I guess then that's investigatory times. Alright, Veronica and Raz, as you ride this cart towed by a donkey, you eventually arrive yourself at the what is known as the theater square, where you see all kinds of people around doing some sort of performance. You see jugglers, you see people playing music. It's very cultural. You see some people painting out in the open or painting portraits. And of course you see to the west of the square, you see the great theater, with just next to it the a large, another large building, which is a hotel, which is a yellow hotel next to it. It's an inn token, but it's supposed to represent a hotel in this case.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So first thing I say when I see all the performers is like, I'm glad that Eloda didn't come this way. She probably set the whole square on fire.
Also,
can we go there next?
Also, the windmill in the middle, that is an actual windmill, but it's a decorated windmill. It's not actually functional.
All right.
Oh, then it doesn't matter if it burns.
Yeah. And quick history for Veronica. You know, this place has been set up via the Council of the People, and the funding was crowdfunded because a lot of artists and such want to have their own place, and the local government decided not to pay anything, and they decided to just do events like festivals and that kind of thing to gather enough money to put this all together.
Literal crowdfunding.
Yeah. And it turned out some nobles also chipped in because it's like, yeah, you know what? I want more things to see in the city, and they just decided to put it here. And also that little square here on the side.
It's not really a square, is it?
Yeah, it's a small area. That is Painter's Alcove. That's where most people go for painting. There's also some here, but that's where most of the painters are and sculptors.
All right. So Raz, it was around here that you actually stole that thing, didn't you?
Yeah, acquired. Yeah.
You can make a history check if you want to know the exact spot and where and when.
Acquired.
Wasn't going to be paying a huge amount of attention to my surroundings last time. Let me see if I can remember exactly where.
Yeah. You can also have procured it. $16. Okay. I was hoping for a bit high for more information, but it still falls within the parameters I set. You will remember that it's just outside the theater when you believed it was halftime during one of the shows. There wasn't much people coming out. And it was late in the afternoon when it happened. It was not far outside the steps from the theater.
Yeah, I think it was about sort of halfway through the show. I was, judging by the lack of people milling around, and somewhere around here that the altercation happened.
All right, and he was leaving, you said.
Yes.
Odd.
That's when he bumped into me, big fella.
Yeah. Most nobles at least watched the show to its conclusion. I guess he had something important to do. Or someone to meet.
Raz, if you feel like it, you can roll an insight check, because with the memory you have to see what his mood was when you walked away. Nine. From what you can remember, he looked annoyed and maybe a little bit stressed, but you don't know why. But you're not 100% sure. He was definitely annoyed, but maybe because he slammed into you, he was annoyed.
Yeah, or maybe he left annoyed because had to leave early. Maybe a gas. I don't know.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. I look around the square to see if there's any nobles from the Baron's family. Perception, right? Or...
Yeah, perception. You're not investigating, you're looking for certain people. You need to perceive them this time. Well, 13. As you look around, you do see a few nobles looking interested in things, but no one of the Baron's direct family comes to your attention.
Well, I guess I was hoping for it too much.
Oh, he must have been distracted by something, because if I had an object that important in my possession, I wouldn't have let it get stolen.
Definitely. Actually, I'm curious.
Yes?
I wonder if we can figure out what show he was at. See, maybe that will give us a hint on what if he was meeting someone.
All right.
So I go inside and go up to the counter.
You don't really have to talk to anyone because there are 2 posters hanging for the shows that are currently playing. Because the Grand Theater has technically three theaters: the main theater and 2 side theaters where they perform in. You only see 2 posters because because there's no third show. The first show is do you want to be my parakeet?
You did that on purpose!
Yeah.
You asshole!
And that's in one of the side theaters. And on the main theater is the what did I name that again? That one? Ah, right. No, that's not it. That's something completely different. Legacy of Bahamut, a story based of the religion of Bahamut. So it's a story about.
So just 2 shows, huh?
No.
I'm pretty sure he wouldn't go to the parakeet one. That's a medieval romance. It's probably not his taste. But sure about Bahamut?
Wrong time of day as well. Look, it starts at 9.
Strange. Because if that's the show that he went for, why though?
Veronica, you know that from your own roguish experience, and probably Raz can also deduce this, if nobles tend to go to these outings to discuss things under the noise of theater. So there might have been some shady dealings going on, but that's just intuition and not really something but not really concrete proof of anything. It's just both your roguish intuitions together.
Unless, of course, he wasn't going there for the show itself. Just for the noise.
Well, if he was intending on leaving halfway, it's having the stub from the ticket stub from the show is a good alibi for claiming he was there for the whole performance.
Yeah. Did anyone else leave with him, or was it just him?
I only bumped into the one person.
From your previous role, you can discern that nobody left with him. He was by himself. If he was if he was with someone else, they might have left later, but you've already left the area by then because you, well, had something you weren't supposed to have.
Yeah, I ran into him. I didn't see anyone else, and I went to go find out what I'd acquired and what it was worth.
Makes sense.
So it doesn't quite get that far.
Mm-hmm. So then, of course, the question becomes: Did his companion leave before, or did he leave after? Well, we're not going to find out much else here, I think. We may as well just go back to the square and see if there's maybe some performance that were there yesterday. Who knows? We might get some more intro out of them.
Info. Alright, I guess you're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going back out in the square, you see all kinds of performances. What are you looking for exactly?
Raz, do you see anyone that you remember being there yesterday? Because there's usually the usual bunch, but not all of them are here every day.
I wasn't paying a lot of attention to the performances at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I recognise anyone.
You can always roll a perception or a history check.
Hang on, let me have a look around the...
Perception if you see anyone that looks notable to you, or history to see if you can remember anyone from nearby. Perception 19. As you look around, you do remember someone that looks like they're on a single wood standing on what looks like a wooden wheel on the side, so a unicycle wooden wheel with a large plume on their hat. It's like, wait, I've seen that perform before. They were there in the day.
Wait, that guy on the wheel. Definitely remember his hat.
All right, let's go have a chat with him, see if he knows anything.
As you approach the person, you can see that this is a half-orc man standing balanced on a wheel, having a hat with a huge plume on it, and wearing what looks like some sort of fancy wear, but not nobility fancy, but just normal fancy with bright colors. And when you come by, you can hear him telling jokes to anyone who's listening. And then when you look down at his feet, you notice that he's wearing large shoes.
Oh,
Hello
boy.
there.
Greetings. How can I... Sorry. Keeping balance on the wheel is not always easy. How may I entertain you today?
We were hoping you could entertain us with some information.
Information? Oh. Have you heard about the mayor of Rock Band?
Do tell. What of him?
It is told that he has a smoking problem.
Really now?
Mm-hmm. That's what you get for burning all that coal.
Obviously. Although I do have some, I would like some more information, a little closer to home, if you don't mind.
You are looking for information. Yes. Well, my hat doesn't have that many coins. Could you be a dear?
Of course you would.
He lowers his hat and holds it out to you.
So, alright, fine. I reach into my purse, drop one piece of gold in his hat. Not enough for you?
He takes it, looks it over. Yes. Of course, milady. He puts his hat back on and put the coin in one of his pockets. So, what can I do for you?
See, here's the thing. We're looking for someone who was here yesterday. I'm wondering if you saw someone leaving after him.
I'm gonna have to tell you something. Raz wasn't
completely
arrested yesterday. He was there for a few days.
Yeah, I completely botched up my line anyway. Blech. Sorry.
But you mean on the day that Raz told
Yeah.
That's what you're asking. So that's like 4 days ago.
Yeah. So,
Right now.
first of all, do you remember my friend here? He was here a few days ago, if I'm not mistaken.
The guy in the wheel looks at him. Well, he's a dashing fellow, but nothing that truly comes to mind right away. How so?
Well, see, he bumped into an old acquaintance of mine that I was looking for, but I haven't been able to catch him any time recently. Would you happen to have noticed, have seen his friend? Or my friend, anyway.
And who is might this friend be?
Good lord. What was the name of the Baron's brother again? Because I completely slipped my mind.
It's the brother of indeed it's the brother of the Baron of Gelden. The Baron
Yeah,
Gelden.
but
Gelden
did we ever get his name? Because I don't have any notes on that.
No, you have not procured his name. You only know him as the brother of Baron Gelden.
Well, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't know him by his name, but it would be Baron Gelden's brother. I'm pretty sure you know him by face. Most people do, at least.
Refresh my memory. Is it the one with the black hair or the silver hair?
Do a history check for that one? Because I forget.
Raz should know it. So I'm checking if he's checking his notes. So I'm gonna wait for his response.
I don't believe I have his hair color in my notes. So
I'll give you the answer. It was. Oh. Well,
You remembered anyway.
you remember it just fine. It is the silver-haired brother, and he's an elf.
silver-haired elf, face like a smack backside.
Ah, yes, he was here several days ago, and your companion here was with him for a moment.
Very brief moment. They ran into each other.
Yes.
Let me think. Enough. All right. I can say this. Yes, I did see him. I saw him go in and I saw him go out. I also saw him that he apparently, yes, I did see that he was with your companion here for a brief moment. Didn't say very nice words.
I'm not surprised. He's not very friendly usually.
Nobility never are to those they see below them. He dashed. He pretty much went off into his his personal carriage. near the stables. That's the last I saw. That's the last I saw of him.
Mm-hmm. Did you see anyone else leave the theater shortly after him?
The guy's thinking, what was this woman? Yes, woman with red hair. Something off about her. She looked human, but I wasn't sure about it.
What were you not sure about? Did she have, like, peeling skin or something?
No, just intuition, okay? I was watching from a distance. Just something told me deep inside this is not a normal lady.
Mm-hmm.
And
did she get on a carriage, or...?
No, she went off to the north first. That's where I last saw her. Oh, right! She was wearing a blue shield with some sort of Red Cross emblem on it, on her back.
Do I recognize that, or do I have to do a history check for that?
History check!
Alright.
Well, 16.
Hi, kitty.
You want to know the woman or the emblem on her back?
The emblem.
The emblem does spark a little bit of interest in you. The blue shield with a red cross sounds like one of the. That's actually that's actually a guard for the pit. The blue shield and red cross are pit guardians.
Pit guardian?
And yeah.
That's peculiar.
Okay, the big cell in the northeast of here.
Oh dear. Why was he being a pit guardian of all people? Strange. You said she went north again.
Yeah, you went north.
Hmm.
Which makes sense considering where you know where the pit is.
Naturally, that makes sense. Though I'm a little surprised she didn't take a carriage, but I suppose that's probably better. Well, I think we have our next lead then. Shall we move on, Raz?
Fantastic.
Alright. Thanks for the information, hon. We'll catch you later.
No problem, milady.
Alright.
Okay.
Guess we're heading off again.
Yep. Alrighty then. Now, towards the other group. After traveling on donkey cart towards the Temple of the Mother, you find yourself on a dirt road between a large temple surrounded by water, as well as a large square just behind you from the temple. And this square it has some few people. They seem to all sit down and be praying to something. And in the back there's also a large building. But otherwise, you just look at this temple and it is definitely a large temple. Blah. Wow, obviously. But it's decorated with many forms of marble. And some silver linings in some of the steps in front of you.
Can we enter it?
Do you want to enter it?
Yeah, I do.
Wherever it goes. Holy grounds, yeah. Well, at least I'm surrounded by water. Robert looks at Ozzy for a moment. So, you're probably feeling at home at this place? Okay. And you all enter the temple. And inside... Oh. Sorry?
Huzzah.
Huzzah. As you enter, you find yourself in a fancy-looking temple with several seats on the side. Within the back, a podium and And also behind the podium, a very large organ that can be played in the back. There's also several side rooms that go to the side and also also some back rooms. And yeah, it looks very fancy. And there's also several statues of what looks like a woman standing up singing towards the heavens on the sides. Ozius? Can you roll me a history check, please? Ah. Okay, cool. When you look at these statues, you remember something. Oh yeah, you saw in one of those orbs back at Swordsvale, the Song of the Mother. There was a woman depicted in it, and then it clicks to you. These statues are the visage of that woman. Oh, Robert looks around. No books or any weird people, just... You can look around, there are some people sitting in there reading either some sort of tome or praying. But there's no sermon going on right now. What do you do?
This is their meaning of life. Interesting.
Nothing?
Towards the altar.
You're gonna... You mean the podium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The podium.
You wanna... What do you want to look at it? What are you looking at it for?
Just taking a closer look.
It's a slightly raised platform with on top of it a place for a preacher to do the sermon. In the back is the organ, and there's otherwise a door that goes to the back next to the organ. But otherwise you don't see anything of interest unless you want to investigate and see if you can find anything special.
I want to see if the door's open.
The door's closed.
Is it locked, closed, or closed?
You don't know that yet. That can be seen from passive perception. So you're gonna go to the door in the back. All right. What do you do? So you go to the door. What are you doing with it?
What I'm doing with the door?
Yeah.
I try to open it.
Well, it does just go open. And it leads to a hallway.
I walk into the hallway.
Robert's like, Alona, are you sure you just want to go into a back of a temple?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Ozzy is going to follow.
I thought that... Alright. And Robert joins you. So you head into the back. There are several... you walk a little bit and then you come to a crossroads into the path. One goes left, then goes up. As in it goes goes up with some stairs. To the right is a passageway to several other chambers, and if you go straight, there's also some chambers.
I go up.
Why are we going up? Well, Robert follows and Ozius follows. As you go up and up on the wooden stairs, spiraling up, you find yourself on the upper floor, which is some sort of attic area. And also that leads to a bell tower. What do you do? Nobody seems to be here right now.
Are there stairs in the bell tower?
Yes.
Yeah.
The stairs goes up to the bell tower, so...
Up to the bell tower it is.
Okay, you're going up to the bell tower. As you go up, you find yourselves in a chamber with a rope hanging down, and there is someone standing there in what looks like in a pair of monk's robes. The person then looks at you curiously. What? Are you lost?
Not lost, just checking out the place.
Not all who wander are lost.
And Rob goes, who are you? Huh, me? It's obvious. I'm the bell ringer. I just wait here until it's time to ring the bell for the sermons and such.
So you could say you're religious, right?
Well, yeah. I wouldn't practice this if I wasn't a believer of the mother. The guy pulls his down, and it's just a normal human man. Nothing of note. But wouldn't you rather talk to one of the sermon speakers, or maybe a priest? I mean, I can tell a few things, but it's weird to come all the way out here. I mean, I have some people that come out here to try and get to look around the city for the view.
View's nice as well. Well, we didn't know you would be up here, so...
Robert looks at Lona. Just ignore my friend. She likes to go anywhere she can go. She's one of those people. And the bell ringer goes, free spirit. Don't worry, we respect those. Robert, anyhow, you're a follower of the mother, right? Do you know anything about this cult of the sister? And the bell ringer goes, oh, we've heard about them. They're kind of nice. We sometimes have them outside, but they don't do anything wrong. We just tell them to, you know, this is the temple of the mother and it should be honored. We understand that they believe the sister is related to the mother, but we have no scriptures of that kind of sorts. I mean, I read some of the scriptures. Maybe the priest knows more about that, but otherwise I don't know. But they're an odd bunch. Nothing really to worry about. Osius? Lona, anything?
Take Fluff out so he can enjoy the view as well.
You're gonna look out the view from the bell tower?
With Fluff.
With Fluff. Okay. Osius, what are you doing?
Going to look out as well.
Robert's like, thank you. We're gonna enjoy the view a bit. And the bell guy goes, okay. Okay, you all look out and see the view that goes to the west. You see the walls in the west over here, and all the little things, and the large building on top of the hill there. But also the square. And you can see a little bit of the graveyard over here, and some more nature over here. A hill of nature. So, what do you do with your view? If I are gonna basically step to the ground, I'm gonna say, are you sure about that? Just in case. Just in case.
You
That's a
read
good
minds
idea,
now.
actually.
Yeah. I would like to cast dancing lights above the square.
Above the square. How far does dancing lights go?
120 feet?
Yeah, you're not reaching it from there.
Well, as far as I can.
Okay, you won't even reach the square. It will just be somewhere in the sky above the road.
Oh. And for the people on the road.
The farthest you can do is over here. That's as far as you can go. Like, you're still...
That's almost the beginning of the square.
Yeah. And why are you doing this?
Feel like it.
Okay, you cast dancing lights on the air of the square. Nobody notices it.
That makes sense.
Ozius, you anything? Okay. Robert,
I'm going to point 30 feet in front of me towards the dancing lights and just make a loud noise.
How far does thaumaturgy reach?
30 feet, max.
Okay. You're that high. Some people near the road look up at it and then they see it, and they're not really sure what they're looking at.
Are you not entertained?
Robert's like, what's the point? Anyhow, when people start moving, Robert's gonna look around. He's gonna look if they find any cultist-looking people, and that's gonna be a perception. Because I have to do I have to do my instructions. His perception is 1. Well, I can easily say that he does not see any cultists. So no, he doesn't see shit. He just looks around. It's like, ugh, can't see shit from up here. All right, then I'm going back down.
Stairs, or do you want the quick way down?
I'm not even gonna dignify a response. I'm taking the stairs.
But you are.
Robert goes back down the stairs down the bell tower to back to the main area of the temple.
How would people respond to someone climbing down the bell tower?
You're inside. They don't see it.
No, but how would people respond to someone climbing down the bell tower outside?
Well, if they see you, they will be looking very concerned for you.
Also, if you fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually didn't really want to go myself. I thought I could cast minor illusion and have someone climb the bell tower just to see if people would notice.
And then you also make him put on a spider suit, I guess.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
Okay, then it's fair.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm just gonna invoke the rule of the ninja. Nobody's looking up.
Well, they are definitely not entertained.
No, I'm going to use thaumaturgy and make raven sound. Cries of ravens just around it.
Crack, crack, crack. Again, people aren't really looking. Whatever.
Yeah, now he's just yelling out, "Are you not entertained?"
I don't think anyone is noticing
Fireball.
except the guy at the rope goes like, looks at this like, what a strange bunch.
I mean, maybe they notice Fireball.
Ooh, good idea.
Oh no! No!
Right?
Oh no!
Maybe they think it's another apocalypse.
Oh no! No! You can see the DM's reaction. There's gonna be a "Are you sure about that?" exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, asterisk, subtext. You do know
Yeah,
this is literally gonna alert every guard and gonna come after your ass, right?
But they don't know it was us.
The fireball.
Yes, which could have come from anywhere.
Exactly.
Someone might have been here and Misty stepped out of here.
You have a witness.
For now.
How far up are we? How many feet?
Let me just double check. It's around 65 feet up.
Yeah, that won't do with Misty Step. Okay. Okay. I'll take the stairs.
Stairs are a good workout.
Wooden stairs, right? No,
Yeah.
never mind. It burns.
Yeah, it would.
So you both go back down.
Sure.
Yeah.
But not all the way down, because there are some rooms left maybe to explore.
Okay. So what do? You're now back in the back of the temple. What do?
There were some back rooms there, right?
Hi, Hoochie.
Yes. That's what I got.
Well, I try to open the first door I see.
Locked.
Second door I see.
Do you even? You're not telling me where. You're just going to the first door. So I'm trying to look at my maps. And the next door would be this one opens. And as it slowly opens, you look inside. And what you see is several large cases in the wall, as well as a table with several tools on it.
Cases in the wall.
Yeah.
A cabinet?
Yeah.
I open the cabinet.
Arceus is going to walk in.
It's empty. But it's very long, as it's almost like as there's a person can be in there.
Dead people. Boring.
Yeah, I think you just realize you're in a morgue.
I've had my share of this, I'm out.
Arceus? Following her?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Hello, that was for you.
Yeah. I think I'm heading down. Don't feel like there's much to see here anyhow. The view
Okay.
was nice though.
Huh?
The view was nice though.
Okay, so you're going back to the main area. Robert is looking around things, but doesn't seem to find what he's looking for. What are you do? What are you two doing?
Is there any like priest or sermon, what you said?
Yes.
Around?
Sermon speaker. Not up front right now, but there are a few. There's at least someone that looks like that is from that works in the temple. At least they're wearing some sort of robes.
I'll go talk to them.
You approach what looks like an older-looking lady, apparently from elfish descent, wearing white robes with what looks like a depiction of a singing woman on the lower end, as in embroidered in. She looks at you. Hello, dearie. How can I be of service to you in the name of the Mother?
Hi. I was just wondering, why would you spend your whole life worshipping someone like the Mother?
Well, that's an uncommon question. Well, it's because of the stories about her and the great deed she did. The reason why our continent is safe from those from the far north.
You mean the Veil?
Yes, the Veil. It keeps us safe from those who want to harm our little kingdom. We honor her. She gives us water, and her tales keep those inspired.
So your whole goal in life is to honor her?
Well, dear, it's not my only goal. We're devout, but it is not. It's known that the mother does not need such devout followings. No. We just honor her and give people a place to worship her and talk with her, and those like us just tend to her temples and those in need. It gives me satisfaction knowing that the mother's also watching me and will eventually guide me to the afterlife.
You said talk to her. How do I do that?
We don't talk to her. Well, there are oracles who've claimed that in the past, but they aren't around anymore. But
Didn't you mention you offer a space to talk to her? How did you mean that?
the oracles? No, that's all old stories. They apparently spoke with the mother several times. One of the last things in our scriptures is the fact that one day the three would be united under one.
The three?
Indeed. And it was always presumed that it was the three kingdoms that were the three that would be united. It's what sparked it. It's what sparked us to go to the combat. After all, we were already considered going fighting, and well, that prediction pretty much said that we were going to be the one.
Okay. Thank you. And
No problem. Okay. Do you rejoin with Robert, who's now just went outside?
Yeah.
Okay. Ozzy, do you rejoin?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. As you head outside, Robert's looking up. Looks at you like, "Oh, join me after all. I'm gonna check the square to see if there's any of these cults people there."
I mean, the cult of the sister.
Yeah, I want to know more about them, and I don't think anyone here that is loyal with the mother knows about it. So I'm hoping to bump into one that can give me more information.
I don't get it though. So is there also a cult of the mother, or is that just a religion and then there's a cult, the sister version of it?
I think the mother is actually a religion on this continent. We just see it more in this kingdom. Not much back in what was it again, Reefton. But here apparently it has its own temple, so that doesn't mean it's a cult. But the sister, it's a cult, and well, I'm hoping cults know each other. So maybe if a cult is doing all these kidnappings, and maybe what we know is related to any of these cults, it's best to just, approach the most passive cult to see if they have any cult deals for us. Does that make sense?
It does. I'll join you for that.
And you, Osius?
Yeah, well, I've got nothing better to do than to keep an eye on this one.
Robert looks at
You mean
Lona.
Robert, right?
Yeah, no, it means you, Lona.
No shit.
I'm gonna throw a fireball from the tower. I'm starting to see that alignment shift from chaotic neutral to chaotic evil.
I am kind of evil.
I'm gonna throw a random fireball and not care about the consequences. That's a little bit on the evil side.
Yeah, but I was allowed to change to evil a while back.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
you said that.
Okay.
It fit more with my
I said it more as a joke, but if you say you're chaotic evil now, you're chaotic evil now.
I already changed it.
Okay. You, Robert, and you two following go into the square, and Robert starts looking around for any cult people. What are you two doing? Are you gonna go and help him? Are you gonna look yourself?
Actually, didn't change it, Addison. I'm gonna follow Robert.
Yeah, he's looking around. Are you gonna help him look around, or are you gonna look around for yourself?
Look around for myself. That makes sense.
Okay, perception. Ozzius?
Yeah, sure, I'll look around as well.
Okay, everyone, roll perception. Okay. Ozzius, you look around and see several people praying and doing all kinds of things that you think is some sort of religious rituals. But nothing really what you think is like, yeah, this is definitely someone from a cult. More like, yeah, these are all kinds of religious people. Maybe I should do something myself. I mean, I have my own god to honor. Alona, you see the same, but you're just looking around and says like, There's a lot of trees nearby. What if I...
Burn one.
You're welcome.
Anyone?
Burn.
Stop. As for... And ironically, Robert did roll high enough. Robert looks around and then noticed someone that seems to be approaching people and talking about something, and then move on to the next person. And he decides to listen in, and then hears the word sister. It's like, got it. All right, I found someone. I think who can help us out. Ozzius, Lona, you're gonna help or?
I'll follow.
Okay. That's it? Okay. Ozzy's like, I'm taking your word of sign that you're in prayer now.
Sure. That actually seems fine.
Okay. So Robert and Alona approach what looks like a young human woman who has blonde hair and brown eyes. And Robert goes, hello? I heard you say something about the sister. The woman turns around, looks at you both, and beams up. Ah, yes, someone interested in the word of the sister. Alona, you can respond.
Yeah. Well, who is she?
She's just a woman. Like, she clearly knows about the sister.
I asked her, like, who is she, the sister?
Oh, who's the sister? You're asking about the sister.
Yep.
Oh, you're unfamiliar with the sister, but you've heard about her. Robert goes, yeah. You know, word of mouth. Oh, what is this all about? Don't worry. The sister, yes. Blessed be her and her great fortunes. As we all know, the mother is pure and silver. The sister is that of gold. A golden woman who will one day bring us great fortune. And with those fortunes, we will no longer have to live in poverty. And in fact, our great nation will then win the war.
Which nation do you mean?
The lady blinked a few times. What nation? I mean, our great nation, Lagana. Are you outsiders by any chance?
Maybe.
Robert responds, yeah, we're from out. We're not from Lagana. Don't worry about it. Oh, understandable.
So when will this happen, that great fortune?
The great fortune will one day be bestowed upon us.
Which
We don't know
day?
when, but there will be some great signs coming in, and all of us who believe in her will be greatly rewarded. But some
Signs
believe
like a great fireball in the sky.
Well, no, the signs are much, much different. First off, the golden beast will fly over the horizon for all to see. And that is the first sign. The second sign is that the crops that will grow to capacity to fill everyone's belly, and finally the sister will walk through the gates and start bestowing riches upon those who believe in her. The Golden Woman themselves. Robert, Just writing it down, which information I'm giving out. Okay. Any other questions? Robert goes. I guess it's Robert now. Okay. So, where's the sister exactly at? Since gods have their own places. What is the sister's place? Okay. The woman looks at Robert. Oh, yeah, right. She's at the Isle of the Mother. She shares the mountain with the Mother. She's up there with the Mother in our beliefs. In fact, we have a scripture that might say so. That when the Mother descended to us on the continent, soon the sister followed. Right. Okay. Well, you're called a cult, so do you know anything about other cults? Because there's been kidnappings, and the woman interrupts. Oh my, no, we don't do kidnappings and other cults. Well, we don't really like to use the term cult for ourselves. More like a golden community, but well, we have heard of a few cults trying to attempt kidnapping, but nothing. But those are just rumors, speculations, and some of them try to tie to us. Is this about the noble kidnappings? Alona, Arceus? No.
Maybe. Kidnappings. You say plural. Oh, yeah. The other families had disappeared.
Yeah. Robert says, well, yeah, we were curious, try to get our own answers on the whole thing. If there's a cult causing problem with nobility, we can get our own coin out of it. Fortune seekers, I understand. Well, I'm afraid we don't know anything. Definitely not us. I mean, we see no point in kidnapping and sacrificing or that kind of thing. We just want to convert as much people to our cause so that they can all be rewarded.
Which can be done by kidnapping someone and brainwashing them.
The woman looks slightly agitated. Like, well, we remain peaceful. We're not one to kidnap.
So what does joining your cult mean?
Golden community. And it pretty much means joining us in our daily prayers. That is it. And spreading the word, getting as much people to join us. There's no such things as giving up your worldly goods or going or I don't know, giving your life in servitude. We just work together, live together, and come together for daily prayers. That doesn't make us evil, right?
Sounds kind of boring.
Robert goes, and where would these daily prayers be? Oh, obviously right here on the square. It's at least 2 hours after dinner, as we consider that, like 8 p.m. is where we all come together for our daily prayers here. Robert goes, huh. Okay. Now we know. Yeah, I think I know enough. What about you two?
Yeah.
Alona? You?
Well, I do still want to ask what that big building up there is.
Which one?
The red one.
The hill. Okay. The person looks at you and looks up. Oh, that! Yeah, that's the priest's home. You know, the priest of the mother? He has quite a large home on top of the hill.
That is a big home for one priest.
Indeed. Yeah. He goes up there for a lot of time, outside of mostly the sermons. Most of the sermon speakers do things, but when he has to attend ceremonies and such, you will see him in the temple. But he doesn't spend time in the temple. He's always at his home otherwise. Many people come to visit him and, ask for forgiveness and such.
That's what you can visit him for? Ask
What?
for forgiveness?
Yes? But that's all I know. We of the sister, followers of the sister, do not see no point in forgiveness. Only for dedication.
Okay, thanks.
Alright. Alright then. Well, I guess we'll be on our way then. Unless, Lona, you still have a question, or is that it?
No, that's it.
Okay. Thank you for explaining. We're not really interested in joining, we're just, trying to connect the dots. Oh, that's okay. I hope we've proven our innocence.
Well, no.
Oh. Well, best of luck with ye. Robert's like, yeah, bye. And
Bye.
Robert goes off and gets away from the woman. And then he goes, yeah, I don't like this cult's vibes. They may not do much, but they just give any type of bad cult vibes. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I am kind of wondering though what drives people in these cults. Whether it's kind of satisfying to head in the direction they're heading in.
Well, considering if I look around, this place has a lot of poor people, and if you just come to a place and pray every day, and someday you get riches, yeah, I can understand why people want to take such a desperate deal. I know enough of that about that.
It's kind of weird to have a religion which is so materialistic, right? Usually it's about the afterlife, not about this life.
Well, some people believe that they will be rewarded even in this life.
His life has to be fun as well. As you prove every time you want to cast Fireball.
Yeah. Maybe I should accept that's my purpose in life. Cast Fireball every time I
Yeah,
can.
probably. And be a friend of mine. I'll-
Oh dear.
I walk away.
Oh, DM goes, oh dear.
I follow.
Well, I was like, well, I won't fight my chances here, but I'll follow you guys. Okay, well, back to the other group, because I'll let you guys decide which way you're wandering off to in a moment, or just gonna roll for it, for funsies. I'll decide that. Raz and Veronica, which way are you going?
We're going to the pit, right?
The pit's outside the city. You have to leave the city for that.
Ah, right.
The pit is not in the city, it's outside the city.
Alright.
So then you'll be traveling pretty far. I'll just have to grab the map for you guys again. Because it's in the regional map.
Ooh. Fancy.
Oh no, the pit, the cleft. Why did I say the pit? It's the cleft. There. That's where they are.
Oh, that's it.
The cleft, not the pit. That's why it's a cross. See? Cross. Tower, cross, cleft.
Mm.
Why did I call it the pit
Right.
for a moment?
I don't know. You're the DM.
Either way, the DM is spoken. It's the cleft.
All right, fine. Guess we're gonna look for Richard to see if what he's learned, because he
So-
should be around here,
Mhm.
unless he, of course, buggered off again.
We'll see. You're gonna go walking or you're taking a carriage?
It's a good one. Let's walk.
Okay. What's your destination? At least I want to know your destination.
Yep.
You're just going randomly north, but you need a destination
Yeah, I know. Just
or draw a path on the thing.
I'm assuming that this is another one of the.
Yep,
Yeah, so that's where we're going.
that's the station.
Yeah.
Isn't it handy to know that those smaller buildings in some cases are just stations?
Mm-hmm. What did you do?
What do you think happened?
Dumb.
Okay, I'm fine. Anyhow, you're going down. You're going here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, of course, something pops up in our way.
Roll me D100, please.
Oh dear, I should have said something.
51. 51% on that. I want both of you to roll perception check.
Oh crap.
See if I can
Wrong
get.
show.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Let's start with Veronica.
Oh dear.
On the way, you hear, of course, people babbling, walking around carriages, and Veronica, you sort of hear something about, talking about two of the councils bickering too much with each other. But you couldn't make out what you're like. Politics, not really gonna help me. Okay, Aeon, Raz, wow. You did it! So, first up, you do pick up the bickering. And the bickering you learn is between the War Council and the People's Council. And from what you know-ish from the city, this is kind of a normal thing that the People's Council happens to be bickering a lot with the War Council. It's just something that happens. And you hear that the rumor is the fact that the People's Council is getting unrest about the noble kidnapping and wants to publicize an answer in the newspapers, and the War Council is, of course, telling no, you may not. It's military stuff. You may not know, and that's the rumor. But with that 25, you pick up you actually pick up this very, very good rumor Because as you get close, as you get to about here-ish, you hear something about the Baron of Gelden, and the word is that's indeed Mr. Jerk that bumped into you, the brother, apparently spends his time a lot in the cellars of the mansion. And that's just odd. It is believed that he's just a connoisseur of wine. He just has a nice wine cellar, drinking a lot of wine. He likes his red wine a lot. But otherwise, he just spends a lot of time down there. Which is slightly odd for a noble. What do you do with that information, Raz?
I share with Veronica. So, just overheard a rather interesting rumor. Apparently, that Baron brother we're looking for spends a lot of time in the mansion's cellars, drinking. Supposedly.
The cellar, drinking. Odd. Most people don't like to drink in the wine, in a wine cellar. It's usually too cold for them there. Is he really drinking, though? Question is, of course, we can't actually just have the guards barge in. Might have to do something a little bit off the record to deal with that.
Oh, you are related to the Viscount? Diplomatic visit, maybe? Drop in?
You can do that. Actually, that gives me an idea. First off, let's go find Richard. I need to discuss this with him before we do anything.
Fair enough. Lead on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's check in the
station?
Check at the station to see if he's there.
As you head into the station, you see 2 guards on duty behind the desk, but no Richard.
Of course, he's already buggered off. Let's check it for how long it's been since he left. Excuse me, can I bother you, gentlemen, with a question?
Certainly, miss. What can I be of service to you?
I'm looking actually for my brother-in-law. I'm pretty sure he's been here earlier today. Richards, if I'm not if you may remember him.
Richard. Ah, yes, he came procuring some reports about unusual activity here.
And I assume he's already left?
He left about half an hour ago.
Half an hour, Did he
Considering...
say where he was going, by any chance?
No, but considering it's a large stack of papers, he might be going somewhere to read them. After all, he's going through a lot of reports. Maybe he went home?
Most likely, then. So, alright. Guess we're heading back home, then. At least for the time being. So we need to get this sorted as soon as possible.
Understandable. Salutes. And
Right.
You leave.
And this time we better take the cards because I don't want him running off on me again before I can actually have a chat with him.
And the cards from here is all brick road, so that's gonna be that system. Yeah, that's both. That's about which road are you taking? That is 1 silver and 2 copper in total.
All
Considering you're taking the direct route back to the Noble District.
right.
So you 2 are going home. Okay, Ilona, you're leading the other group. What are you doing? Where are you going? You said you walked off, but which way did you go?
Up north towards the foresty area on the hill.
Okay, so you're going more north.
Yeah.
So, here?
Yeah. That foresty area.
Okay. You just wander about, see so many people, see children playing in the foresty areas. You cannot go up there like that. Don't you just presume you can do that instantly.
I thought it was just a hill.
It is a hill, but this is a higher hill.
What is this thing here?
Yeah, that would be considered a station, but the station actually has a path going up into the hill.
Okay. Let's go.
Bob was like, "Wait, we're just gonna enter a station? What are we gonna do in that station? Are you gonna ask about the kidnappings?"
Or we can climb the hill if you want to.
What are we gonna do up that hill anyway?
Compare the view to the one from the bell tower.
You and your views. I regret taking you along. Look, we need to gather either information about this cult or kidnapping, or I want to know more I want to know more about this chest I found. And going up a random hill will not help.
Are you sure?
Don't you think this hill looks fishy?
No, not really, but there might be cultists there.
Exactly. That's what I meant, of course. Well, let's go. You don't have to join.
There's a station around the corner. Fine, I'll follow. Whatever.
You sound all grumpy. Jeez.
Yeah.
We have an elf that wants to burn down everything inside. How can I not be grumpy? I can be caught in the line of fire.
Yeah, literally.
That'd be fun.
Alright. So, you enter the station, and behind are, of course, two different cars from the other station. And they look at you. Greetings, how can we help you, citizens?
We would like to go up. Up, and away.
Up
Look at
the
the split.
hill.
Yeah.
The hill is not meant for pleasantries. That is a place for training.
Training. Ooh.
Well, the law enforcement?
Guards?
Mm-hmm.
This is a guards training area?
Indeed, it is one of the training areas for the guards.
Hmm.
I also doubt that you want to enter the mines.
Mines? There are mines here.
Yes, this is also a place where we put some of the prisoners to work if they have, what's it called again? I forgot the name. Community service. The other guards speak up. Yes, community service, working in the mines, working off to pay off their debts to society.
Our previous companion would have been really interested in this.
Huh?
And what ores did they get out of the mines?
Mostly not that much. Maybe some copper. Luckily, and some iron. Nothing really of use. It's just a place where we put people to work so they do the right thing. It's a place of punishment.
Like to enter the mines?
For what reason do you need to enter the mines?
Exploration.
The mines are not meant to be explored nilly-willy. It's a place where people are being put to community service, where people are watching, where people are working. It is not just a place to just roam around like some sort of adventure ready to happen. And the other one goes, there are the days where people can tour through them.
When's the next tour?
The next tour. You really had to open your mouth. Fine. He goes through
Lona,
some...
maybe you should get into some community service. That would be the easiest way to get in, anyways.
I mean, I kind of did want to cast Fireball somewhere.
The other guy gets up. You better not do that. And he looks at you menacingly. The first guard
Well,
sort of overhears it, but looks through some documentation.
it would be great training for the guards if I just set this hill on fire.
The both guards look very concerned at you. Robert goes like, steps first, like, I don't know her.
You need people to enter the training for the guards you're training.
Please leave.
I would like to perceive if there's any way to sneak past them.
Roll me a perception check. As you look around the room, you do notice that there is a way past the desk that goes either down or up into the back. There's also a side room that probably leads to some jail cells.
Outside, there was no way to get up the hill.
Well, there is. Yeah, can climb it.
And I Misty Step it.
How much feet is Misty Step?
30.
30. No, not. You can't go 30 way up that way. It's a bit higher than that.
So there's no way to get onto the hill or into the mines.
Well, you can get up the hill by climbing, but then you're climbing the hill.
Celsius, what do you want to do?
I don't think this is a useful place anyway, so let's just continue.
Oh, but it's like... I should have gone to a library.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
You should do that.
There's one, I think it was that way?
No, I think that way. Heading a different direction. Randomly.
Could be.
Well, it was like... I actually haven't... Well, I could have asked the guards, but... They're clearly angry, so I'm not gonna bother them.
They get angry at nothing.
Yeah, they're guards. Boring, you know.
Alright.
Maybe they were adventurers, but yeah. They got shot.
You!
Might have some issues walking now.
Oh!
Uh-oh, what did I miss?
He made the joke.
Nothing.
He made the arrow to the knee joke.
Wow.
Okay. So you're all pointing in random directions, so nobody technically knows where they're going. Robert doesn't know either.
Well,
Okay.
we don't want to. I don't want to join to go to the library. I just wanted to point the direction for Robert.
And I just said it was a good idea.
Both rolled
Okay.
a 10. Let's just see where this is gonna end up.
Where Robert is gonna end up.
4, 3. Pausius, you're pointing to the west. Alana, you're pointing to the northwest.
Huh. Actually, most correct.
Robert's like, Oh. Now I need to think, what would Merrily do? Would he just go with this, or is he just gonna go the other direction? Let's be honest, Merrily would just go into the opposite direction just to spite you. So he's gonna go south. Okay, go south.
Okay, fair enough. We'll follow.
Oh, we should go north.
Sure. Okay, well.
You're splitting the party?
Yep, even more.
Oh no!
I don't want to get fired.
You want to get on fire?
Oh.
Okay. Robert's doing an investigation to find out if he can find something out. Okay, 19. Let's see. Classes, library. That will be this one. I was gonna go over there. And now, you two, what are you two doing going north? Just going random north?
Just a stroll along the city, right?
I need
Might
you
be
to...
other hills we can get up.
Try to climb.
Okay. I need you to point out a location, unless you're looking for something specific.
There.
There?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So you went that
Sure.
way. Alrighty, roll me a quick perception. Well, you...
Wow.
Okay. Alona, just some murmurs you don't really care about. It's like, it is just your typical gossip talk between people living around. Ozias, you hear about a large magical demonstration going to be held at the Magic Academy, the city branch soon.
Magical demonstration? Oh, I wonder if they will demonstrate fire. That would be something for you.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
Did you say what did you hear? You heard something about a magical demonstration?
Yeah, the Academy of Magic thingy. We should go.
Academy of Magic? Do you know where the Academy of Magic is?
No?
No!
Maybe we should ask for one.
Oh, this person was talking about it and he's just grabbing by the arm. Like, where is it?
Ah! What the? Where's what?
The magical demonstration.
At the Magic Academy? That's just down the road. It's the large building in the distance. And he
Thank you very
points
much.
here. Ah!
And he just walks off to it.
It's hard to miss.
We head there.
Okay. Oh, for the love of pickles.
What kind of pickles?
God damn it, Moon! Stop making me laugh after big. Okay. You arrive at this large building with several buildings to the south, which apparently looks like, well, some sort of campus area. You see this building with several walls around and a back courtyard. And you find yourself seeing some students wearing all kinds of robes going in and out. Some carrying spell books, others carrying staffs, and some carrying nothing at all. What do you do?
Obvious. What? You said there would be some demonstration. We can do the demonstration. A demonstration.
Do you want to do it?
At least there would be fire involved, for sure.
True, but I think they are going to demonstrate what they can do.
Do you know when? Where? Who?
You didn't ask.
No. Yes. No.
Let's ask someone.
Okay.
Let's walk into the building and ask someone there.
As you enter the building, you come across a large open hall. Within the middle of the hall, a circular desk. Within the middle, several people sitting there. From the desk, there are 4 metal pipes going for the center of it, going up into the ceiling. And from the hall, it spreads into several corridors going deeper into the building. What do you do?
Go towards the circular desk.
You approach the desk and you see several people talking to someone. One of the seats, you see someone sitting in it. Kind of a short person. In fact, considering the size, you would think this is a halfling sitting there.
Oh, hi there, my friends. There's something about a demonstration.
Oh, hello there. And the halfling looks up, and it is a woman. And they're wearing a pointy hat, wizard hat, and some robes, and looking up. Ah, welcome to the Peak of Lagana. Oh, you heard about the magical demonstration?
Yes.
Yes, the magical demonstration is an open event for people to see what our students are studying and able to master. It is just a way of showing back to the people what we're doing instead of keeping everything in secrecy. The demonstration should be around... She pulls up a watch, taps it a few times. Right. It should be in like 15 minutes in the courtyard.
Right on
Okay.
time.
Ozzy's just standing there patiently.
You're
Oh,
just gonna stand there
do we
for
need-
15 minutes.
Do you know what a courtyard is?
Outside?
Oh, yes, but maybe I should give you some directions.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Better yet. She waves her fingers around, mumbles something, and then snaps her fingers. And in front of you both comes a little green flame with 2 black dot eyes in front of you, looking at you. This is a wisp. They will lead you to the courtyard.
Thank you.
Okay.
The wisp floats off. Other time. Flows off down one of the corridors. Green flame? Yes, a green flame, Aeon. A green flamed wisp.
On
And
campaign.
and they lead you down some corridors. You see several buildings, you see several statues and portraits, as well as people walking around, going in and out of classrooms. And eventually you make it to the courtyard, even though it's only a few squares. Let's put them up for here. And you already see there's a large stage being built up. It was built up in the courtyard, and you see already several students practicing their somatic components for spells and reading their books for the preparation. Okay, they're all preparing for the demonstration. You're gonna wait a bit. It starts.
Ozzy is going to sit down.
Alona, you're sitting down as well?
Next to him.
Okay. I'm gonna do speed rounds for Robert. So Robert goes in. This is more of this library. He goes in, walks towards the library, asks some stuff, asks about if there's any cult information nearby. They pretty much will say there's no such thing as discussing cults in books. There's maybe some history of the cult book somewhere, but nothing about current cults. He asks about a ghost ship, books about ghost ships. He gets a no with. And he asks about magical chests. And he also gets nothing for that, so I'm gonna roll. Then I have him roll investigation for the. What's it called? For the history of the cults. See if he finds it. He does not, and eventually gives up and goes back to the house. It's okay. That's his time done. And let's just do the magic demonstration real quick. And then after that, then we're going to go to the house. So, as you are sitting down, and after some time passes, you see some sparkles on top of the stage, and then suddenly something teleports in onto the stage, which looks like an elder Goliath gentleman wearing some golden rimmed glasses and long gray hair. And he clears his throat. Then points towards the air and waves his fingers and uses a form of thaumaturgy to announce, "Greetings, everyone! It is time for the magical demonstration. I, as your headmaster of this branch, will allow every student to show off their talents towards the public. Students, get in line and prepare your spells." The headmaster steps aside, goes into the back and sits down, as also several from the teachers also come to sit down next to him. There's a little bit of a crowd in the courtyard as people are willing to watch from all kinds of races and ages. And yeah, anything you two want to do before the first student comes in? Nope.
Oh.
Or we could add something to the show, I whispered to Osius.
I'm sure you could.
Could or should?
Good.
I use minor illusion to have a catwalk onto the stage?
Your spell fizzles.
Oh. There's no fun allowed here, apparently.
Exactly.
It's a magic academy. Do you actually think Magic Academy inside a military capital would not have ways to make sure that students will not cast magic on each other in a rage of fit?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. You're like, I'm gonna do something stupid. Nope.
Yeah,
Guess what?
probably other students would do something stupid as well.
Yeah, because of course, if students have a new spell, they might cast an accident and then, blow up the academy. Yet, no, they're already countermeasures.
But how is she supposed to do fireball now?
Tough shit!
Maybe she had it on a scroll.
But I don't have that one anymore.
Well, what a
I used
shame.
to have it.
The rage of fit. Yeah. But yeah, no. You just sit there, and the first student comes up, goes to the spell, the headmaster nods, and starts drawing a circle in the air, and another circle, and another circle. And then, from the circle forms a rain cloud, and it starts moving around away from the stage towards the more grassy field. It starts raining down on the grassy field. You may perform an Arcana check to check what the spell is.
Yep. Doing that.
16. From your. Okay, Osius. Okay, Osius, you got it. But Alona, that this is not an illusion spell. This is an actual. It's an actual spell. It's actually a composite spell of form water and some sort of wind spell, but you don't know what. Arceus! This is indeed you pretty much look at the spell as like, oh, summoning rain clouds. Yes, I get it. Skywriting with create water. That's what he did. He combined those spells together in such a way to make a rain cloud spell. Useful, useful. I could probably copy this somehow.
This reminds me of what Robert actually did.
Yeah. But you can write down the details if you want.
Yep.
Do you?
Yep.
Yeah. You literally just wrote down how to do a create rain cloud spell. You can make it rain.
Well, if I put something on fire, then you can extinguish it like that, maybe. Who knows? Might come in handy.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot rain cloud that you're gonna make with that. So that's that's what it does. That's literally what it does. Yay! Spells. Silly user spells. The teacher's clap. Ah, yes, a rain cloud spell. We've seen those before, but the way you implemented is interesting. Good, good. Can't help with crops are drying out. Alrighty then. Next, student leaves, and the next student comes up, and this is something. And they have brought several planks and puts the planks in the center of the stage, puts them up, and then puts another like 2 large planks, then puts another plank on top of it, balancing it a little. Look like, okay, yes, good. And then it's like, and soon takes a deep breath, points at it, and draws a circle, then a cross, and then fires a firebolt at it. The firebolt flies to the target and hits the target. And when it would catch fire, instead, it starts burning into several different colors.
That's a show.
Mm-hmm. This pretty much wows the people because it's a spectacle, but you see the teachers are like, You may roll an arcana check to see what they did.
Sure.
Well, you both rolled an 11, so I can pretty much give the same answer. But since Alona has both spells... Yeah, this person just casted Firebolt and Minor Illusion. It's nothing special. It doesn't even for someone who has not much... Only if you have even the slightest bit of Arcana knowledge, they just went for Spectacle, but didn't really do anything, combining actual spells together.
It looks cool,
fire.
so Ozzy is going to clap.
The headmaster's like... The headmaster looks at the student. I see, you went for Spectacle.
Yeah!
And now try that one with Fireball instead of Bolt.
Exactly!
Student's like, Fireball. They are considering it. Alright then. The headmaster claps their hands and the Spectacle turns into ash and stops burning and just disappears. Next student. Another student comes up, and this one sets 4 iron pikes around them. And then takes a deep breath, looks up, points up to the sky, and then wiggles their fingers like this, and says something, and then a spark of lightning shoots up, splits into 4, and hits the 4 steel pikes. And then you see all 4 electric jolts jumping around from the metal pikes in between as the person's keeping their concentration up.
Yeah, kind of boring.
Nice, nice. Then after a while, then a minute or so passes, and then the spell just ends. And people seem to like it. That was a nice, yeah, Tesla coil. It is sort of a Tesla coil. And the teacher's actually interested and thinking, yeah, very, very complex. You may roll Arcana to see what they did.
Would have been cooler with fire.
Shut up! Ozzy still to roll. 11. Ozzius, you don't have any idea what they did. It looked a bit complex. Oh, someone beep me. Is it important? It's not important.
That was Aeon.
Yeah, Tesla coil. But, no, Alona. This spell is indeed another compound spell. You don't know what the electric part is, but you do sense that there's a bit of guiding bolt in it. And the electric, as in it's using some sort of guiding bolt spell to guide the electrical sparks across the metal prongs. It's a bit complex, so you don't really fully comprehend it. It is much more complex than just looking at it. You aren't sure if you can replicate it. Let's be honest, the only way you're getting the full description of this spell is if you roll the nat 20. 19 plus 5, you've pretty much got everything except the electric component, because you don't know any electric spells, you're fire.
Exactly, I don't really care about the electric part anyhow.
Yeah.
I would do it with fire.
That's why you did. Yes, I took your spell list in consideration to know if you've seen this before. No, you have not, but you do know it's some sort of guiding bolt spell. And it's pretty complex. Also, I kind of don't want you to just buy metal pipes to just recreate this spell every time. Because it takes a lot of time to set up. But as you can see, there's sort of an electric cage idea. Alright, but impressive. It takes a lot of concentration to do this. Yes. You may take your leave. So it takes their pikes. And the last student comes up already. Because, well, the last student for this part. Because I don't want to spend too much time on this. The last student pretty much holds in his hands a skull. It has a red gemstone in the middle on its forehead. He holds it. All right then. He puts his hand on it and focuses. The eyes of the skull start to glow. And then smoke comes out of the skull. And from behind it comes what looks like some sort of monstrosity monster.
Monstrosity monster?
Yeah, monster. It's a monstrosity being. It is what looks... I will have to look up which... I'm going to look up a random monster. Let's see what kind of monstrosity is summoned. Just for funsies. Let's see. Ah. I got a few...
I don't like the sound of that.
What comes out of it is what looks like a cat-like being with 2 tendrils on its back. You may roll a history check, an arcana check, or a nature check to see what it is.
Arcana.
Ozzy's not rolling?
No.
Okay. Okay then. 17. Alona. On the magical knowledge that you can place, you know this as an Omyar cat. or as also known as a displacer beast. You may look it up what it means. When the smoke fully fades, the displacer beast starts shifting colors to a whitish color. Now these bases are black. And then the person points into the air, fires 2 firebolts, which explode into fire rings, and then looks at the beast, points to the fire rings, and the beast displaces up and then jumps through the 2 fire rings. And people are just amazed, like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And after that, the fire rings go away. And he puts his hand on the skull and looks at the beast and says, dismissed. And the beast poofs in a puff of smoke.
Do I know how he made fire rings with firebolt?
You need to roll Arcana for that.
Yes, definitely gonna do that. Ah!
You're not sure if they even cast Firebolt to begin with. It might have been another form of a spell. But otherwise you have no idea what he did.
Quickly. I wanna ask him afterwards.
Those rings looked interesting.
Exactly. You're made of fire.
Yeah.
Pretty much the teachers were very impressed. And the headmaster says, control of a beast and those rings. That must put a lot of mental strain on you. Good, good, good. You may keep your studies up. And he leaves the stage. After just a few other spells, but it's nothing really as spectacular as the things you saw. It's all things you've probably seen before in trickery or that kind of things. So, Ilona, you're gonna look for it for the person?
Yep.
Okay, the person was wearing a dark robe and had a dark hood over them, and was wearing some sort of mask. So you look around for them. So please a perception check, if you can find them.
Yeah.
10. If you see someone that looks at the description, do you approach?
Yes.
Okay. You approach. The person turns around, and you can see, and you can't really discern what their race or gender is. They look at you. Hello?
Hey, were you the one just on stage with the Space Beast spell?
Yes, that was me. So?
Can I ask you a question about your performance? How did you manipulate the fire after casting the fire spell?
Yes. You mean the fire rings? Well, it is a form of using a firewall. I simply lowered the amount needed for it, and then lit it in the sky. It takes considerable concentration. Have you ever heard about this spell?
Firewall?
Yes, that is a spell.
I have not
Wall of
heard
fire,
it.
to be exact. Pretty much what it does, you can make an area be on fire for a while. It does have material components to ignite it, but yeah, you can basically put in a wall of fire somewhere.
And then you lower the intensity to not have a wall but a ring instead.
Yes! You may think I cast it twice, but it was a singular cast. Though, it is not very practical. It is more of a training spell. But I figured with the extra concentration with the beast with me, it would make an interesting show.
Definitely did. Good choice to use fire in your performance.
Well, fire does spice things up sometimes.
Always. Okay. Well, thanks for the info.
Alrighty then. Takes a bow and goes off his merry way. Yes, or her very merry way. Okay, with that, that's your magical demonstration in the Magic Academy. Are you doing anything else, or are you gonna leave back to the house?
Osius, do you know the way back?
Sure, it's this way.
Okay, I follow him.
Roll D10.
Ooh, Osius, right?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
God.
Crap. We're going east.
Oh, we did initially come from there, so...
Yeah, so he's just following the way back. Okay, can one of you roll me a D8?
I can.
Great. Okay, you at least take 3 hours. After pretty much it takes about 3 hours to get back to the mansion for you two, with your travels.
It's a big city.
Yeah.
Hummer.
You could have just grabbed the transport.
Anyhow,
This is free.
Gee. Yeah. Okay. So, you guys travel around for at least 3 hours before you can find your way back. What a surprise! It's a huge city. Before you two arrive, the others are already there. The first one to arrive is, of course, Veronica arrives later. Veronica and Raz arrive first, then they are greeted by Robert.
Are the others not with you?
They wanted to sneak into somewhere to cast Fireball, and I wanted to read some more information, so we just split up.
Let me guess. They went to the Magic Academy.
I don't know. They went north, I think.
Yeah, that's probably the Magic Academy. I'm not surprised. They do that every time when students have something new cooked up.
Magic Academy?
Basically, yeah.
Hmm.
Magic.
Oh! Blast! Were they having some sort of performance or demonstration? Oh, I was going to go see that, and then I got rest. Yeah.
They
Maybe
have
next
one
time.
every... Considering that they have one today, they're probably gonna have one in the... Probably in the... A few this week. They usually have like 1 or 2 classes per day, so...
Hmm. Julie knows it.
Yeah. So, if we can fix this quick enough, we can actually head over and see the other classes.
Well, demonstrations once per month. But the classes are always there. Yeah. So Robert pretty much converses that we'll just relay the information of that they went to the Temple of the Mother, they went up into the bell tower, looked around, they did stupid stuff, then they asked about the call of the sister. He relays the information about what the call of the sister believes, that they don't kidnap anyone, that they don't know anything about other cults. And then he then went to the library to research cults, but he couldn't find a book and just gave up and came here because maybe you guys have more luck.
Well, we do have I have a small idea of what we could be doing, but I want to discuss it with my brother-in-law before we do anything. So I'm gonna actually check because he's probably in the study. So I'll be back in a little bit.
All right. Veronica goes to the study, and of course, behind the study, you see the brother-in-law reading through all the files that he got.
I knock on the door, standing in it.
He looks up. Veronica?
Richard, do you have a moment?
This better be important, but go ahead.
It might be. I move over and take a seat in the chair opposite him. Do you remember how Raz ran into Gelden's brother?
Baron Gelden's brother, yes. I believe it... What's his name again? Oh, right. The silver-haired one, right?
Yes.
Strange guy. But apparently, silver hair is always... runs in the family in some weird way. I believe his name was Raymond.
I see.
What
Well,
about...
We actually caught a rumor earlier when we were going to chase you down.
a rumor?
Would you believe that he's been apparently holed up in the cellar, drinking, according to everyone?
I am... When I think about it, that's not really surprising. He was always a bit of a recluse. Really likes his, just like his uncle before him, he had a fancy of living in the cellar.
Don't you think it's strange? Why would you, even if it was to drink, why do it in the cellar where it's often below freezing? Those cellars are not kept warm, you know.
Indeed. He was always a bit of a night owl to begin with.
Perhaps. But
So
what if there's another reason why he's down there?
Elaborate.
Well, we already know that he had something that didn't belong to his family. Where
True.
would he if he's somehow involved with the kidnappings, and that would mean he would have other objects from other families, where do you suppose he would keep them to keep them out of sight?
You're presuming that he might have evidence in his cellar.
It is an option. It's a possibility for sure. The problem, of course, is we can't just barge in or send the guards in without any, well, any proof that there might be something in there. A hunch is not enough for the guards to jump in there.
There's a big bug in here. What do you propose?
So, Raz came up with this idea of perhaps us going there for a, well, not perhaps a tea party, or just a party in general, or just a meeting to discuss the situation regarding the kidnappings. And while we, nobles, are having a friendly little chat, the Baron will have unexpected company down in the cellar.
I see. You wish for me to cause a distraction so you can sneak in there.
Not me specifically, because they know me as well. But we do have another rogue on the team now, don't we?
You can see him closing my eyes. You mean the fake main suspect?
Mm-hmm.
You do realize that this might backfire on us, and not only put the main suspect on even a higher suspicion, but also put us in the firing lines, correct?
If you have a better idea, I'm all ears.
He closes the files. There are no better ideas. But, let me say this. If there is evidence down there and you find it, it needs to be found by the Royal Investigation Team. Not in the hands of one of your compatriots. By doing
I'm well aware. We'll just have to figure out a way to get them down there.
Considering the actual Baron has been missing, that does make them a victim too. But considering what we know and what the Royal Investigation Team knows, it might not be too hard.
One of the things we could do, there's a bit of a commotion, and in the panic, we can just have someone call for the guards. They can come in while the suspects have already cleared out.
Hold on a moment. And he goes through one stack of files, goes through it. Alright. Here's the thing, though. The family is currently at the palace, the castle, discussing things. Because someone has to fill the seats in the council. They won't be home till 10 p.m. There might be a few servants there, but if you think what is truly happening down there, you wish to find out for yourself, I recommend going as soon as possible. Otherwise, we can always put your plan in motion tomorrow.
Curious. That was not the kind of plan I was expecting you to come up with. But if it works?
I may be strict to the rules, but we're talking about a suspect being another nobility, and to get the case closer faster, sometimes your methods are more in order.
All right, then. Then I'll discuss this plan with the others, and I'll get back to you on that. How's that?
That works for me.
All right, then. I'll catch you later, then. Hopefully, I'll have something to show for it, too.
Just one more thing. Make sure you bring some extra money along in case you have to bribe a servant from not seeing you.
That's fine. I'll make sure to grab some extra stuff from the... I'm pretty sure I have some savings left over still.
Just don't get caught. And he goes back in doing his little research.
Yeah, and I go back to the others. Alright. Well, not what I was planning to do, but Richard's given me the all clear to do a different plan.
And at that point, Alona and Ozzius join in.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. We were just about to go look for you.
What?
We
Do you
did a
think we
little
were lost?
detour.
It won't surprise me.
Me too.
You have little faith.
Ozzius never gets lost.
Oh.
Well,
In any case,
so what's the
Gerald-
plan? Robert goes.
well, first off, let's actually go to the council room. Or how do you call that? It's like a meeting room.
The meeting room,
Yeah. Yeah, meeting room. We're gonna need some privacy for this one.
Okay.
You all leave the parlor and head into what is a conference room, and I think naturally, Veronica locks the door.
Of course I do.
You have a little conference room. It's not overly big. It's like a small conference room for that they can at least hold like 8 people.
Fancy.
All right, everyone, take a seat and let me explain what we're going to do.
Everyone takes a seat, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so let me just quick recap on what we discovered. So it turns out that Raymond, our little Baron brother, has been caught going into the cellar for extensive periods of time, presumably drinking. But considering what we know, there's likely something else afoot here. Normal situations, being a noble, I would just go over and have a little chat. Well, say a little rat infestation comes in and just finds out something down there. Unfortunately, we're a little bit of a time crunch, and considering he's not there at the moment, we're just going to have to speed things along a little bit. If you're all up for it, that is.
Sure.
Sounds like fun.
Alright then. So, we're going to have to make this quick, because, like I said, Raymond is not going to be at the house today. For now, at least until 10 p.m. tonight. So we're going to have to find a way to sneak in there. On top of that, we can't actually take the proof out. We're going to have to leave it in an open spot so that the guards can come in and find it. Because if we go out there with that proof's going to be used on us instead.
So what proof exactly is that?
Anything that can prove that there's something more going on. Who knows? Knowing what we've gone through so far, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a secret passage down there.
Ooh.
I don't know what we can find down there, but anything that could possibly point towards them being involved in the kidnappings.
Okay, sure. I'm in.
Cool. Ozzy?
Yeah.
Robert?
Well, you know what? Why not? Maybe we can find something else of interest. Who knows? Maybe it's a cult headquarters. Can be fun to crash.
Who knows? Considering everything that's going on, that wouldn't really surprise me either. Raz?
Yes.
Alright. Guess we got our plan? Now we just have to make our way there and see if we can sneak in. Though I am going to have to make a quick pet stop by my room for a moment.
All right. You unlock the door and go to your room.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the moment you enter your room, something glows in your pocket.
Oh, are you fucking... Oh my god. I reach into my pocket and pull out the orb. Okay, what do you got to show me this time?
All right then. As you look into the orb, a vision comes to you. You see what looks like some sort of coffin. You're standing in front of it. Why standing in front of this weird coffin? It just doesn't feel right. And then the coffin opens, and when you want to look inside it, vision ends.
Ugh! Damn it! That was
love
probably the vaguest vision yet. Damn it.
I love that item.
Shush you! Great. Well, we got that issue to work with. Oh well. I go to the hidden safe and pull out some of the savings that I still have. Should be enough.
You still have saved in there. SV. Looks nothing sneaky. Oh, 16 extra gold.
Okay, that works.
And the chat knows that I rolled for that.
All right, that'll do. Stash it away safely out of my main purse. because and head back out.
All right, the rest is ready to meet you. You're gonna head out.
If everyone's ready.
Sure.
And I think we should end it there.
I think that's a good place to call it, yeah.
Yeah, because next time it's gonna be, well, sort of a heist. A very improv heist, but you're gonna sneak into a mansion, which is gonna be fun. Anyhow, what was the vision about? What was it? What does this all mean? Is Baron really involved in the kidnapping? Or is it all just a red herring? Who knows?
It could be anything.
Either way, a group is gonna set up towards the Baron's house and next time sneak in and find out what is hidden in that cellar. And why does the Baron's brother Raymond just keep staying in there? It's weird. And now you have to tune in next time. In 2 weeks' time, we will have another session. And we will continue the story. And with that, I am your Dungeon Man saying goodbye. And I will also goodbye from Veronica.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Goodbye from Alona.
Bye.
Goodbye from Raz.
Bye.
Goodbye from Ozius.
Bye.
And goodbye from Robert in spirit. And with that, we will see you all next time. As the mystery deepens. Or will it? Stay charged, people.